When the mid-engine C8 was introduced, it made the Corvette even better with its supercar appearance, yet still having the speed and price of a sports car. People were hoping for an even faster version, which was expected. If you're familiar with Corvette history, you can predict what's coming. The ZR1 is the quickest and most powerful Corvette model. There are a lot of guesses about the new ZR1, especially the kind of engine it might use. But here is what we currently know. When the C8 generation Chevrolet Corvette came out in 2020, fans from all over the world were really excited and happy about it. But those who really love Corvettes still wanted a more intense version of the C8 Corvette, and that's what they got with the 2023 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. Now, are on the brink of the big arrival of the most powerful mid-engine Corvette, the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, which comes primed to slay supercars on the track and exude sheer dominance on the road. First things first, let's take a look at past models to predict the 2025 Corvette ZR1 spec. When we look at the predicted power and details, the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 stands out as a significant improvement compared to both its immediate and earlier versions. The previous generation, the 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, had a huge supercharged engine and could be matched with a 7-speed manual gearbox or an automatic one. But we're not certain if the new 2025 Corvette ZR1 will offer a manual option. Speaking of speed and how quickly it accelerates, even though it might not look as powerful as the 2019 ZR1 on paper, the 2023 Chevy Corvette Z06 can actually go from 0 to 60 miles per hour faster than the previous ZR1. The upcoming 2025 Chevy Corvette ZR1 is definitely going to take this speed to the next level, and we predict it will go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 2.5 seconds. Now, who are the competitors of the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1? The 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 is incredibly strong and skilled. It can compete with cars like Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, and others that cost much more. Because the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 has a lot of the same inner parts as the Corvette Z06, it can also go up against the Porsche 911 Turbo S. At the same time, the Audi Ray, which won't be made after 2023, and the 2023 BMW MM4 CSLA car they're only making a limited number of, could also be rivals for the Corvette ZR1. Chevrolet hasn't told us how much the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 will cost, but we expect it might begin at $150,000. Chevy might also let you choose extra packages, like the Jake C 8R graphics package and Z7 style track package that you can get with the Z06 right now. Moving on, it has a more aggressive design. Most probably, the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 will have more aggressive looks. The C8 Z06 has got a wider body and larger air intake to cool its strong new engine. The ZR1 will go even further, with even more aggressive looks and aerodynamics to help it perform better. Recent spy photos show the ZR1 covered in camouflage to hide changes to its appearance, but some noticeable details stand out. The front bumper sticks out more, suggesting a tougher front splitter is likely. Even the hood seems to have a bump, which could mean it's getting aerodynamic elements like what's seen on the new Porsche GT3 RS and Lamborghini Huracan STO. The wheels are new and covered up to keep their design secret. The air intakes on the sides look a bit bigger than those on the Z06. Even though the test cars seem to have a Z06-like rear end, don't be tricked. The old ZR1 had a huge rear wing and an optional ZTK aero package. We think the new Corvette will have these too, making it look very fierce with its mid-engine setup. We can look at the extreme aerodynamics of the Chevrolet C8R race car to get an idea of what the C8 ZR1 might be like. And when it comes to engine and performance, this is the part that has been people talking a lot and speculating about what type of engine setup this car would have. Chevy is getting ready to release a new ZR1, and people naturally anticipate it to have a really strong engine that can produce a lot of power. The company is getting ready to make this idea a reality and make history by creating the strongest Corvette ever. As per the talk going around, the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 is going to feature the Chevy LT7 V8 engine. The new engine in the Z06 surprised many because we thought Chevy would simply add a supercharger like they did before. But they surprised us with one of the finest engines in any American car. Even the E-Ray, a hybrid with all-wheel drive, was a new and special thing from Chevy. At first, people guessed that the ZR1 might be similar to the E-Ray, but with the Z06 engine. However, current sources suggest that the ZR1 could have twin turbos connected to the Z06 engine, which they might call the LT7. This could make the sound quieter but really boost the performance. This would be different because earlier ZR1s used superchargers. If this happens, it would be the first time a regular Corvette from the factory gets turbochargers. We expect this car will have about 800 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of twisting force, thanks to the twin turbo setup. This seems right because the current C8 generation has also seen similar power improvements compared to its older versions. The last ZR1 had 755 horsepower and 715 pound-feet of torque. The power will still go only to the rear wheels using an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. The old ZR1 had a manual transmission, but because of how the C8 platform is made, there won't be a manual option this time. Up next, performance benchmarks for the C8 ZR1. If you're impressed by the speed of the Corvette Z06, which goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.6 seconds and has a top speed of 189 miles per hour, just wait until the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 arrives. It's going to take the nickname American Ferrari away from the Corvette Z06, as it dashes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds or even quicker. At the same time, the 2025 Chevy Corvette ZR1 will stick with rear-wheel drive and big carbon fiber brakes. These brakes will let it stop from 60 miles per hour to 0 in just about 99 feet of distance. The 2024 C8 Corvette ZR1 has been seen testing a few times, and even though it's covered in camouflage, it seems pretty much ready for production. We think the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 will show up in the first part of 2024 as a car for the 2025 model year. Talking about how much it might cost, the 2023 Chevy Corvette Z06 starts at $108,100 and goes up to $133,840 for the fanciest 3LZ convertible model. The new ZR1 will be more expensive, and we believe it will start at around $150,000 for the basic version. That's a good deal for the performance it's going to provide. The 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 will surely outperform sports cars that cost way more. Everything points to the fast arrival of this powerful Corvette, and we're excited to see it in person. And there you have it, fellow gearheads and Corvette enthusiasts. From the thunderous roar of the Z06 to the upcoming storm of power with the ZR1, the Corvette saga continues to captivate us all. Whether you're a fan of raw muscle or the sleek prowess of mid-engine design, Chevy is giving us a front-row seat to automotive evolution. So, if you're as excited as we are for the roaring symphony of horsepower, the heart-pounding acceleration, and the thrill of American engineering at its finest, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join us on this